Desperate to survive, he rushed into the women's restroom, but when he tried to climb out the window, he found the entire frame welded shut with steel bars. With nowhere else to go, Jack smashed a mirror with a metal bracket. Then, he carefully glued a shard of glass to a stick and used it to peer outside. He noticed all the hunters' attention was elsewhere and rushed toward the stairwell. He successfully distracted them. Taking advantage of their misdirection, Jack dashed to the roof. Looking around, he saw the enemy had surrounded the entire building. He knew he couldn't stay there any longer, so he decided to go back to his hotel room to retrieve his luggage. He first lowered a rope from the side of the building. Then, using his feet for support, he slowly slid down. Finally reaching his room, he discovered the window couldn't be opened from the outside. Left with no other option, he wrapped himself in a towel. With all his might, he smashed the glass with one hand. The loud crash immediately attracted the hunter's attention. Jack knew every second counted, so he quickly ran back inside. He swiftly dressed and grabbed all his supplies. The moment the enemy burst through the door, Jack leaped out of the window. Even the hunter's leader had to admire his move, but he didn't realize just how strong Jack truly was. Jack swung the rope sharply, throwing himself into another room, but his every move was being broadcast live by a drone. In fact, Jack was participating in a live-streamed hunting game. If he could survive for 30 days, he could win $1 billion. To pay for his critically ill daughter's treatment, Jack had gambled everything on this one and only chance. The drone relentlessly tracked him, and Jack finally snapped. "Stop filming me." Just then, the leader of the hunters approached. Jack threw a grenade at him. No one expected that the grenade had a delayed action fuse. The explosion bought him enough time to escape to the basement. He had originally planned to light a magazine to increase visibility, but it unexpectedly started a fire. As the hunters prepared to break down the door, Jack noticed a group of rats running towards a sewer tunnel. He followed them, lifted a manhole cover, and even shouted for the rats to run before leaving. Jack successfully escaped a chase. Then he recorded his daily video update. When Jack emerged from the sewer, he met a young black boy on the street. Unexpectedly, the boy was a huge fan. The boy kindly took him home. After chatting for a while, Jack learned that the boy's brother was also a devoted fan. He had spent months studying the hunting show. According to his analysis, the game was designed to ensure no one died. No contestant had ever survived to the final 30 rounds. People everywhere were reporting fugitives for the bounty. Whenever a contestant's rating soared, the producers would deliberately ease the pressure just to squeeze out their last bit of value before eliminating them. But because Jack escaped capture once again, the ratings reached an all-time high. This meant the producers would definitely make the game more difficult. To protect him, the two brothers secretly moved Jack to another city. 10 days had passed. In the new city, Jack disguised himself as blind. He hid every day, recording the necessary videos. Even so, a sanitation worker eventually discovered his trail. The worker reported his location for the reward. Soon after, the pursuers arrived. Jack had no choice but to flee for his life. Finally, he jumped onto a moving train and escaped. Meanwhile, the last remaining contestant besides Jack wasn't so lucky. He was recognized in Las Vegas. The pursuers found him and burned him alive. Thus, Jack became the sole survivor of the entire competition. He knew he had to stay away from people, so he hid in the house of the two brothers' friend. A bespectacled man told him the production crew was now using advanced tracking technology. The only way to survive was to hide underground. He explained that his father had discovered a World War II-era bunker years ago. If Jack hid there, he could survive for weeks. The man even offered to deliver the daily video recordings he needed. Jack only needed to pre-record them. For the first time in days, Jack felt a sense of relief. But then, the man's mother, who suffered from mental illness, suddenly recognized him. Without hesitation, she pressed the emergency call button. In less than 3 minutes, a fully armed tactical team surrounded the entire house.